Good morning. Welcome to English en route. Right now I'm going to a coffee shop. Actually, the coffee shop is a long way away. So I thought I'd make a quick video and explain what this channel is all about. Is it a travel channel? I'm not sure. I'm going to tell you a story. A friend of mine, learning English here in South Korea, businessman, very, very busy. He looked for something on YouTube, someone simply talking. And he had this idea that this person was walking and talking. And he gave me this idea. He said, you know, you should do that. People want to just have something that's maybe relaxing. It's not a lesson in a classroom. And it's not even a lesson. It's just someone talking and they can listen in. Subject matter is interesting. It's not from a textbook. It's actually things that are happening in the world. Interesting stuff. You know, things that are happening in London, things happen here in Korea, Japan, China, all sorts of subjects. You know, it can be about culture, politics, the way people live, all the amazing tech here, shops, coffee shops, restaurants, food, street food. So all sorts of different things. Just talk about it and maybe have a look, explore. Now, I know it does sound like a travel channel, but I promise you it's not a travel channel. Maybe it is a travel channel, I don't know. But it's this my friend's idea, so I'm gonna see. I probably will do about 10 videos or 12 videos and he'll say to me, no, that's not what I thought it would be. So I don't know. I might get it wrong. Where am I? This is, I suppose for English people, we would describe this place as a satellite city or a city suburb almost of Seoul. So I'm not in Seoul. I'm outside of Seoul, not far away. It's maybe a 1 hour subway ride or a 1 hour bus ride to Seoul, to the center of Seoul. And the bus actually goes directly from here, so it's actually easier to take the bus. And I do love, oh yeah, something about me. I do love walking. That's why my friend, I think, had this idea to make this channel. He was probably thinking, you're always walking, make some videos. And he's probably trying to motivate me to do that, which is very nice of him. And it might work, so I'm gonna do lots of videos walking around Seoul. Seoul, South Korea is an extraordinary country. Probably, I would say, out of all the countries I've been to, it's my favorite. It's a really special place. But I also love traveling in Europe, and I'll do that. And I also love traveling in Japan, Hong Kong, around Europe, Switzerland, Austria, Germany, Spain. So the videos will be from around the world. You know, more and more I think about it, it sounds like a travel channel, but it's not. The talk is more important. Talking, hopefully we'll meet people and they'll talk to us and we will, see. I think for now, the first few videos will be based in South Korea because I'm really enjoying being here. And it's making me think to make the videos because of Seoul is so amazing, and also I want to travel around the country. I won't be going to North Korea. That's something I don't want to do. Where else do I want to go? Obviously Japan is maybe an hour and a half away, so I may do some videos in Japan. I may do some videos in China when the situation improves. But yeah, I will do some videos on, well actually I will do a lot of videos talking about London. So a little bit about me, some more about me. I'm from London, and I I do miss London a great deal. So I do take an avid interest in all the things that are happening with the election, with Brexit, and also with sort of the political aftermath. So there'll be things on politics, but also I'm always comparing the European mindset to the Asian mindset, and that's very interesting. So lots of comparisons, lots of talk about that. I'm getting out of breath. I'm going to do some sport. I think it's talking while walking it's a lot of effort. Normally I talk to myself and it seems easier. So I hope you all enjoyed the channel. Have a look at the content, subscribe if you want, like, comment, subscribe they say, don't they, in the sort of YouTube vernacular. And let me know if there's anywhere you want me to go to. And for all the people out there who love walking, I mean, I think it's one of the great pleasures in life. We're very lucky just to go for a walk. And I think for me, that's really something I love to do, just to go for a walk. Now I've been walking for 6 minutes, and if you look up ahead, you can see that bridge. So there's a bridge ahead, and this bridge is, obviously I have to cross this bridge, and I have to walk, after I've crossed the bridge, I have to walk all the way back down there, beyond those buildings down there, that new development. So, I've heard rumours that they're going to build another bridge closer to me, or actually outside my apartment. Now, it would be wrong of me to say, oh, that walk is, it's a long way to walk, because it's a walk and talk channel. But actually, I don't mind, but I would just be quicker to the coffee shop, that's all. You'll see that I do walk a lot, and also I can walk all day, and I really love it. So I think the thing with YouTube, it's the question is, you should do something that you really love to do. You shouldn't do it because you want to make money. You should do it because you have a passion for something. And for the longest time, I was thinking, well, what do I really love to do? And what can I do? And the one thing I really do, and this is where my friend highlighted it, was I love walking. And walking and talking pretty much might be my only skills. So this is something I'm going to do. So basically the bridge is, and the river is a boundary between two cities. So I'm in Hwaseong here on this side, and on the other side is Ansan. So there are two cities, and that's the bridge between them, and the river is the division, the border. So those buildings you can see in the distance ahead, that's Ansan, or the beginnings of Ansan. Ansan is a very big city. Ansan is a very, very big city. As I say, a satellite city of Seoul, but obviously a city in its own right. And someone told me that this land that all these developments were built on, now I don't know much details, but apparently it's reclaimed land. So it used to be waterlogged coastal plain. Now I don't know how they did that, but they did a really good job. We're south of Seoul, I think we're southwest of Seoul, and we're not too far from Incheon Airport. which is also, I think, on reclaimed land. I think, or it's on islands. I might be wrong. If you know more details, put it in the comments below. But I think it's reclaimed land. So every morning I come along here. I'm a bit late today. Normally I'm earlier. I come along here to the bridge and walk to the other side and then walk back down. This is the sort of the river pathways I like. You know, they're designed for Koreans to go for their constitutional, their exercise. And Korean people love to go for walks also. And there's also some gyms here. I will show you. So they have a lot of outdoor gyms in Korea, which are really quite nice. It's a really nice idea. I think they're sort of, the classic thing about Korea is, I think they invest more in their community than we do in London. I was thinking about this the other day, how when I was growing up, there was really nothing to do. I know it's such a cliche when young people say, there's nothing to do. There is nothing to do. There are no clubs, there are no, there's very little to do in the evenings especially. So here's the bridge. And you can go under the bridge, go further along, or here is the gym. Okay, so what I was saying, oh yeah, so in London there was very little to do. I will do a video on this because I'm fascinated by how in Seoul, in Korea, they play more. They have more, they do more. And especially 24 hours. In my old neighborhood, there was, on one street, there was 4 24-hour shops on my street. 4, was it 4? I've got to get this right. 1, 2. Well, there was one just around the corner. So within 100 yards of my door, there was 4 24-hour shops. Now in London, I did an experiment in London. As you can see that, the river. I did an experiment in London where I spent the evening, the whole night walking around London. I love to walk. And there was nothing. I know people are going to say, well, there's clubs, there's private members clubs, there's casinos. But actually, there was nothing. There was nothing to do. It was really weird. There was no coffee shop staying open. There was no, there were no restaurants, no coffee shops. Now I'm sure there are some. I know there is over at Brick Lane. I think there's a 24-hour bagel place where you can get salt beef sandwiches, and it's really lovely. I've been there. It's really amazing. But this was in central London, and I just was curious. I hadn't been in London for a while. Oh, that's the bus to Seoul. That bus goes to Gangnam. I hope you can pick me up. I'm sorry if it's so noisy. This is just a bridge. So now I'm going to cross over. I'm crossing over into Ansan. So while in London, there's very little to do. And by that, I also mean, well, I'll come to that. Now, in Ansan and in Seoul, say in Gangnam, you have, number one, you have coffee shops open all the time, 24 hours. and it's not unusual to also have 24-hour study cafes. So Korean students in the student area, university area, you'll have study cafes. You'll also have open 24 hours, and open very late, noraebang, karaoke, empty orchestra. So, you know, that's, then you'll have billiard halls open all the time, puzzle cafes, games cafes, dog cafes, cat cafes. Do you know what? There's so much to do. Couple cafes for couples. DVD bang means room. So DVD room, go and watch a movie with your best friend. So what I'm getting at is I've had to go to the airport here very early in the morning, so I can go to a neighbourhood close to, I'll pop down here. I'll go to a neighbourhood close to the airport or on the way to the airport, and there'll be so now I'm in Ansan. So there'll be a study cafe, or there'll be a normal cafe, and it will be open 24 hours. And the study cafe will have Wi-Fi, you know, it'll have drinks, snacks. I don't know, it's just, I have friends who talk about moving to Europe, and then they actually, one of the issues is they think it might be boring. No, I'm laughing, but I mean, Europe is not boring. Europe is amazing, and you don't have to stay up all night doing stuff. But there is a sense here of there's lots to do, and it makes living here very interesting, I think. Okay, so the river will dip down below the sun soon. Okay, so that's my plan for the channel. Lots of things to talk about, lots of walks to go on, and I hope that people can enjoy the channel, you know, just to see Korea or see Japan, see other Asian countries, and then we can have a kind of a conversation about what's going on in the world. I hope it also helps people's English, listening to English, copying. I sort of have a plan for that as well. I might do some more almost videos like lessons, but I'll see what people want. I think that in the first instance, I will do walking and talking. Here we go. Here's the bridge. So I've just crossed the bridge, and now we're on the way. There's lots of ducks in the river further down. Obviously it's February, so winter's coming to an end soon. The ducks have been here the whole time, I wonder. And this river is tidal. Sometimes at low tide it's just a series of mud banks, and now this is in between. It's not quite, oh yeah, it's almost high tide, but the water's going out now. Okay, I'm going to guess that the sea is that way. I'm not sure. We're close to a nature reserve here, so I'll do one video there. They've got some really nice goats there, and lots of these piers. You can see the pier in the foreground here in the sort of marshland or the bulrushes. Oh yeah, here we have, along this river, we have lots of deer, rabbits, snakes, apparently wild pigs. I haven't seen any wild pigs, but I've seen lots of deer They have lots of, they have this, I think it's Karangi, it's a water deer, Asian water deer, and they have quite a strange sound. And they also have big teeth. But okie dokie. Well, I will end this video here. I will try to perhaps explain the channel again. I'm not sure if I have explained it very well. Walking and talking, English. I would say it's this. It's going to be walking and talking at all sorts of different places, talking about lots of different things. And so I think that it's going to be hopefully entertaining and hopefully enjoyable for the casual learner, so to speak. But we'll so I think it could be a channel worth subscribing to.